Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. A really exciting video today. Not only is it a great song, My Way, Frank Sinatra, who doesn't love that one, but it's sung by three incredible tenors, one from the new generation of singers and two from an old generation of singers. That's Dimash, that's Domingo, and Carreras. If you don't know this already, the older two gentlemen are part or were part of a group called the Three Tenors, which also included the very, very famous Luciano Pavarotti. Now, that was some time ago that the three of them performed together. In today's video, Dimash is going to be joining them, who is also an incredible, incredible voice. So I'm excited to hear this and to experience this with you. If you want your recommendations bumped up to the top of the list, check out Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon, both of which are linked in the video description. Here we go. Okay, I know this was just a cello intro, not just a cello intro. It was a fantastic cello intro. I didn't realize that it was Hauser that would be doing the cello. So I've encountered Hauser a few times on this channel. And what I admire about his playing, and we'll talk more about this as we get into it, is I've spoken about this in previous videos, but Hauser plays as the singers should want to sing. And I'm assuming, hopefully, the singers will want to sing like Hauser played, right? That's one of the beautiful things about collaborations with string players in particular is we're always feeding off of each other as singers. So if I'm singing something with cello, I want to sing it like this sweeping melodic line from a cello or a violin or viola, whatever string instrument is accompanying me. I want to sing it like they're playing it. And then there's a part of them in the process too, where they want to be playing like a singer with lyrics and they need to tell a story with their playing. So it's really a beautiful collaboration that I enjoy so much. It's sad to see these two guys. Wonderful that they're still performing and they're still alive, but it's just kind of sad to see them older and looking older too. But let's listen. Here we go.
And now the end is near, and so I'll face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I've stayed my cage, of which I'm certain. I've lived an endless fall, I travel each and every highway and more, much more than this, I did it my way.
It's good. It's really good. It's really, really good. And Dimash is using his baritone voice today. I know there are three tenors singing, but 2 out of 3 tenors are older. So we've moved the key down a little bit than maybe what they would have sung in another performance much earlier. But Dimash, he's showing his baritone side. Much more than this, I did it my way. Like, this is a good key for me, and I'm a baritone, right? Goes to show Dimash has crazy, crazy range, right? It's kind of amazing. So back to Domingo. Such a famous, powerful voice. The fact that he's singing and it sounds good still, it's definitely an older voice, but the fact that he's still doing this after a very, very busy and intense operatic career, then it shows his technique is good. It's good. He's still able to use the same mechanisms that he's always been using, and he's been using them properly his entire career. So what does that mean? It means that he can sing today in whatever year this was recorded. I'm usually late to the party when it comes to videos like this, but he's able to sing these days in 2025. And I just looked, it's only a 3-month-old video. So this is very, very recent at the time of this recording, which is in 2025. It could be 2026 by the time this video gets released. I'm not entirely sure. But beautiful collaboration between two singers. We've seen them before, right? We've listened to the Pearl Fishers duet between Domingo and Dimash, and they did an absolutely fantastic job. Here they're singing the same piece, and they're kind of baritones now. In this video, they are baritones, and it's still sounding good. Let's listen to Domingo's part again.
And now the end is near, and so I'll face the final curtain.
I love that. He's so bel canto. He's so operatic in his singing that, and now the end is near. Da-dee-da-dum, ba-dee-da-da. He's just sliding and slipping into those notes, and it's very legatissimo and very, very, very beautiful. And I think Sinatra would approve of this. I think he would.
My friend, I've said it clear, I've stayed my cage, of which I'm certain. I've lived an endless fall, I travel each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dimash. Thank you. I would love to look at Dimash's vocal folds. I'd love to see like a scope of his voice to see what they look like, because he's just got such a vast array of colors in his voice. Like this to me was a bit covered. Much more than this, I did it my way. And very baritonal, very deep, very resonant. But yet, as we know, he's got oodles of space up in his range, in his chest voice. He can mix, he can falsetto it, he can really do it all. So I just wonder what a voice looks like if you were to look at a scope of that. I'd really be interested to know, because Domingo is a tenor. He's an older tenor now, so it could be a combination of just, wear and tear on the voice over time and age, and your muscles work differently as you get older, and muscles get weaker, so the support's not as there in the same way. So then you just feel more comfortable doing lower keys. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But he is a tenor through and through and has been his entire career. But Dimash, you can't really put Dimash in a category. He's kind of on his own, I think.
Regrets, I've had a few. Then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway. More of this, I didn't want. There were times, I'm sure you know, when I be told more than I can show. But when it all from there was stopped, I ate it all. Spell it out, I face it all, has now to say the things he truly did, when at the was of one who is the record show. I took the blows and leave my way.
Oh my gosh, goosebumps when you watch these three perform, you know, these different generations of singers. And I bet Dimash was nervous. Yeah, I don't think he's somebody who struggles with stage fright or nerves or anything like that. But when you're singing with tenors of the old guard who have such incredible careers, and you know they're so famous for being masters, maestros, right? I bet Dimash was a bit nervous to sing with them because you know they're larger than life. I know I saw a lot of comments when I did my Pearl Fisher's reaction with Domingo and Dimash, and I saw a few comments in there where people said, yeah, he respects Domingo a lot. There's a lot of respect there. So he was feeling some nerves. He later said that he was feeling some nerves. So I can see that happening here, right? And let's not forget Hauser is putting in, you know, equal work to these guys, and it looks like a trio. It's a quartet. Let's treat it as a quartet because Hauser is a big part of this as a soloist, but also coming in and out of the accompaniment too, right? It's really beautiful. It's quite touching to see them perform together. It's really quite nice. So it's very interesting to hear all three of them sing together. It was the same when the three tenors performed together, because you think, okay, they're all tenors, right? So all tenors sound the same, right? But when you hear them back to back to back, you hear them sing together, you can actually hear the differences in the voices, the different qualities, the different colors, the different timbres and textures and all that stuff. But when they sing together, they have a great ability to blend too. And you know, when we've got older singers here, maybe the hearing's not so good, maybe the whatever, but the fact that they're still performing and they're on stage and they're in their tuxes and it sounds good and they're there, it's really quite touching. So just listen to the blend of the three singers and see if you can pick up the differences in the sound, the similarities, and how Hauser is trying to match that energy as well. Very good. Nicely done. Let's stop the video there. So live music, right? Things happen, and that's the beauty of it. And that's what we love. And the fact that they're able to keep it together when, this is a different atmosphere, right? When you have, I don't know what this thing is, Virtuosos International. I'm assuming it's some sort of award show or something like that, but it's a different context than maybe some people are used to performing. And you're dealing with things like monitors in your ears. There's display monitors in front of you. There's an orchestra that's behind you. There's a cellist beside. There's a lot of stuff that goes on and that goes into these kinds of performances. And I actually really admire the fact that, it's not super polished. It's not, probably not rehearsed very much, because, people fly in for these things and they've got, a 3-hour window in which to rehearse. And, it's a trio, a solo turn trio where you have to share certain lines and you've got to figure out, okay, you sing here. Okay. And then you sing here, but then you two sing together, but you sing harmony. And then you come in here and do the chorus, but then we'll all come in and do this part of the chorus and blah, 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 blah. There's so much going on to try and think about and try to remember. And to have, performances all over the internet that are super, super like polished and edited, and they're mixed in the studio and they're perfect. There's something not quite right about that. There's just something that kind of makes you like, you don't really trust it. You watch a performance like this, it's kind of rugged. It's beautiful. It's stunningly performed and world class, but it's not super polished. And I like that. I like that kind of, flexibility in the performance. I think it's beautiful. Really cool to see the different generations of singers in this video, thanks to Hauser, Dimash, and 2 out of the 3 tenors for a great performance. Wasn't super polished, but that's okay. I think it's still a very, very fantastic performance. If you want your recommendations bumped up to the top of the list, don't forget to check out Patreon and buy me a coffee, and hopefully you'll enjoy some of the videos popping up on your screen in just a moment. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.